Against the backdrop of worsening relations between Israel and Iran and their exchange of strikes on the territory of the two countries, former Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine and now political expert Volodymyr Oryzko told Obozrevetel media outlet whether the partnership agreement between Iran and Russia will be implemented. Earlier this year, Moscow and Tehran signed a comprehensive strategic partnership agreement, which means the countries are becoming allies in the defense sphere. And Iran has previously been known to supply Russia with weapons on numerous occasions. Nevertheless, Vladimir Oryzko is sure that Iran will not receive real help from Russia in its confrontation with Israel. He explained that Moscow simply does not have the resources that it could provide as military aid to Tehran. And how can Putin fit in? Tell me, does he have additional forces, additional weapons? But he has nothing. He can't fit in, even against Ukraine, he said. The former head of the Ukrainian Foreign Ministry recalled that Russia is stalling at the front and previously was unable to push the Ukrainian armed forces out of the Kursk region without the help of North Korean soldiers. And yet, despite the fact that the Russian Federation will not supply Iran with weapons and personnel, there are certain advantages for Ukraine in the current situation. The ex-minister is sure. According to the expert, Tehran is now unlikely to provide Russia with any weapons, including Shahed drones. Recall, President Vladimir Putin held telephone conversations with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu and Iranian President Pezeshkian. He said that Russia condemns Israel's actions, which violate the UN Charter and international law, and expressed sympathy to the leadership and people of Iran. Diplomat and Ukrainian ambassador to the United States in 2015 to 2019, Valery Chaly, explained on Channel 24 that the Kremlin's first statements looked anti-Israeli because Russia had once signed an allied defense agreement with Iran. In response to Iran's possible call for help, Russia will have to take certain steps and supply weapons within the framework of this agreement. However, the aggressor country currently has nothing extra because it is waging war against Ukraine. The Ukrainian armed forces are minus 5,000 Russian fighters per week and are also destroying their military equipment. Russia does not currently have the ability to demonstrate that it can provide additional weapons to Iran. So it will play the game of being a mediator, trying to calm the conflict. In fact, Russia is interested in blowing it up, very much. Then the focus of attention will shift to the Middle East, and all of Russia's terrorist attacks in Ukraine will be forgotten, Chaly said. The diplomat noted with regret that the personal political approaches of the Israeli Prime Minister give him the opportunity to speak the same language with Putin. According to Chaly, it is obvious that Netanyahu is interested today in not having a powerful response from Iran so that it swallows the attack on its nuclear facilities.
Security forces were inspecting destroyed houses in central Israel on Saturday that were hit by an Iranian missile that killed 2 people and injured 19 others. According to Associated Press, Iran has launched retaliatory missile strikes on Israel after a series of blistering Israeli attacks on the heart of Iran's nuclear program and its armed forces. Israel's assault used warplanes, as well as drones smuggled into the country in advance, to assault key facilities and kill top generals and scientists. Iran's UN ambassador said 78 people were killed and more than 320 wounded in the attacks. Israel said the barrage was necessary before Iran got any closer to building an atomic weapon. The Israeli attack also threw talks between the United States and Iran over an atomic accord into disarray days before the two sides were set to meet Sunday.
כמובן, מסגרות סמכות במקומות נוספים, ההיערכות של משטרת ישראל, וגם הבוקר השוטרים אפילו חיים, אנחנו נהיה לנו אותו מטח, אותו ירי מאיראן, שנורא אלי! אדיר!
לא, זה הכל כולם פנימה. בתוכו, לשם. רגע, בשידור.
כן, תיקח שידור? לא, ברור, ניתן לך שידור ואני אלך להביא לו את החצובה, חבל. יאללה, מהר, קחו אותנו, רוצים להזיז אותנו פה בבחיית רב.
בואי, לא פה, שם, חבר'ה צלמים, שם.
מה אנחנו רואים? מה קרה?
היום בבוקר הגענו פה לזירה וראינו את ההרס הנרחב עם כמות פצועים משמעותית ועם הרוגים בתוך הזירה. התחלנו לבצע פעולות של סריקה ופינוי של הלכודים ביחד עם ארגוני החירום מד"א, כב"ה ומשטרת ישראל וביחד עם הרשות המקומית. אנחנו כרגע סיימנו לזכות את הזירה ואנחנו בשעות הקרובות נחזיר אותה לכשירות. פצועים בעבודות קשה מאוד ומורכבות ולצידם לא מעט אוכלוסייה שפגשנו אותה כאן וסיימנו לצאת את
של הקומה הראשונה נשארו, אבל כמו שאמרו קודם גם
רגע, מזיזים פה את הכוחות, בלי פה גם את הצלם.
לא, זה הכל כולם פנימה. בתוכו, לשם.
הייתה להיערך גם לאירועים מהסוג הזה. אנחנו רואים שהאמת לקחה את עצמה לצערנו. יש אירועים שאנחנו